season 2. Good morning, everybody. You already know what it is. It's your favorite Blerd click, ready to discuss Blerd shit. Let's go ahead and get to it, because I got me and my click, so let's talk. And as you know, there's a lot of things going on in the world, but we're just going to jump right on into it, man. Shout out to everybody that is with us this morning. Let's go ahead and talk to the people, because it is time for the new Blerd Order. Go ahead and kick it off, even.
I love the new Blerd Order. You should too.
Whoa.
Let me get all this 10p Wayne. All the niggas rapping about the same old thing. I've been coming through with the same old gang. Ain't shit changed except nine got a name. Got it out the mud but we got no stains. Cold ass nigga with a gold ass chain. The girl call me daddy, not my government name. Money on my mind, got them bands on my brain. Let me tell y'all about a nigga I know. The nigga stay clean so he always got hoes. Light skinny bitches like.
All righty, guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Real Vince Taylor, pulling up, and we got Tiffy, Yaz, we got Anthony and Nolly. We got a full house today, and we gonna talk a lot, so don't go nowhere, because we got plenty on deck, and it's Tiffy, y'all. That was my drama. I'm just playing. Yo, so it's so good to see you. We want to hear everything that's been going on with you real quick, just to make sure everybody knows what will be discussed today. All right, we will probably get into, as you know, Agatha did have its season finale, so let's chat on that. Halloween happened this week, y'all. Did y'all dress up? Some of us did, and I ain't gonna lie, it looks like it was real dope. And not only did we dress up, but there were even some celebrities out there that did some dressing up as well. So we're gonna rate some celebrity costumes in addition to that. Now, also, if I'm not mistaken, there was another episode of From. Speaking of dressing up, here's my man still on his GY with his NYCC costume. And of course, Penguin did have another episode, and there's a lot of other exciting things going on as well. But before we get into all that, I am not gonna lie, I am excited to rap to you all about these Halloween costumes. Tiffy, you mentioned that it looks like only Anthony got to dress up this year, and Tiffy, you were not able to dress up like you wanted this year, huh?
No? Oh, no, it's not a wanted to. I very happily did not dress up. I'm at peace with dressing up. And before this year, I never told y'all my Halloween hack. I only dressed up as Mario. Like the Mario cosplay that I had from years ago, that's what I wear in Halloween, because it's recognizable, it's comfortable, and because people be drunk on Halloween and whatnot, if something happens to the costume itself, it's really easy to repair. So I've always been a take it easy for Halloween person. Maybe I'll change that. Really? Probably not.
That's fascinating, Tiffy, because you go so hard for the cons. I would assume that it's a weird thing that we don't associate, like cosplayers and Halloween. We kind of look down on Halloween. Am I tripping? Like, we're like, oh, you don't go ahead and get your little Walmart costume while I'm over here stitching and gluing shit together.
Actually, no, that'll never be me. That'll never be me. And no shade to people who do that. I see when people, and I'm gonna say regular people, and I don't mean it as a bad way. When civilians do Halloween as a cosplayer, I love it, because cosplayers, there's levels to what we do and whatnot, but we take characters, we take things like that. People that do Halloween will take concepts. Like, did you see the girl that was the box of perm hair where she had the green board and she stuck her head through, angled bob to the side? It literally looks like almost every Black woman knows the perm box. She was that box. Someone was a billboard from her city where she like dressed up as the woman on the billboard and like so it's like a different type of creativity that non-cosplayers tap into for Halloween, and I respect it. But it's because I go so hard for cosplay. Halloween comes around, I'm just like, do that for one night, or like, you want me to put that thing on, that costume that literally gives me scars, and no. Just sit at my house. I'm not wearing it to a party because I'm not risking the expensive cosplay. And if I'm sitting at home and then opening the door, and if the children my costume or give me enough praise, then I'm mad at neighborhood kids that ain't really done nothing wrong. I don't need that on my spirit, so I just do
So what was your Halloween experience this year? Did you give out candy bars or did you?
I did not. He wanted to do the candy boo, and my nephew is not one. This little nigga is 17 years old. He should know better.
Oh my God! Oh my yo!
He gave out all the candy in about 15, 20 minutes. He came
Come
back
on!
All the candies. How, Michael Jr.? How?
He said, "Auntie, give me a job. I'm gonna get it done real quick." Why?
Candy. I gave out candy. No, we talked about it. We were like, hey, next year, less candy per child. He was like, yeah. So he took notes. But I thought I was gonna have a relaxing year off. You know, there's no rest. So it was what I learned.
Do y'all give out full size candy bars?
Absolutely the fuck not. So
in this economy,
no, they get fun size, and this year specifically, I ain't getting no chocolate. And the reason why, because I lack self-control, so my problem got to be everybody else's problem.
Absolutely.
If I walk by Reese's a million times, then I'm not strong enough to say no every single time. But I know that nerds. I got one little box of pink, one little box of purple. I got a Reese's from my niece Charlotte from her thing, and I was good on the candy. So it was still the good fruity candy. It was some Laffy Taffies and some Nerds. I got gummy bears, and the first children to come through, I heard them because I was listening. They were like, gummy bears. I was like, hell yeah. No full-size candy bars over here.
Wow. So I have a theory. Is there any possibility that nephew maybe ate some of that candy?
Probably.
And maybe okay. Well, I want to get him
all the candy though, and my nephew, I trust him, so I'm not gonna assume the worst, most dastardly things.
Y'all got a ring light? Y'all got a ring camera? Because y'all might need to do.
I also switch the sound in the app. You can switch the sounds. So when they walked up, it was like a witch's cackle, and my mom was like, "Oh, it's really good." You got to build those core memories. You just have, and you're not expecting it because we don't have any scary decorations. Just one little jack-o'-lantern and then a witch cackle when you approach because it's motion sensor based. Yeah.
Ooh. So last question, and this is for everybody. Did y'all have any crazy Halloween houses, like people that went overboard or people that did it really well, like decorations, Anthony, in your neighborhood? I don't know if Halloween takes over. Or it's
I got this one neighbor down the block from my house who goes in on like every holiday. She's an older woman, and like every day for the month of October, she changes the decorations around. So like one day there's like a Wednesday Addams mannequin dancing outside along with like Miss Bride of Frankenstein and all these other things. And then the next day there's like a Dracula coffin. Then another day there's one of them dogs that just come out, them demon dogs. You ever seen them at the Halloween store?
Yes.
Like when the demon dogs.
Like demon dogs.
Yes.
Every day she switches it up for the month of October, so you never know what she's going to put out there. I'm gonna see if I can send you the clip. Maybe we can show it in a little bit. But now she's about to probably start switching over to Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Wow.
Oh, that's all right. Thanksgiving holiday. No.
Does she have the peanuts? Like, what is her Thanksgiving decor?
Turkeys.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yo, time out.
So, I want to see this. I'm real interested.
All right.
We going over. Look, first of all, I don't remember when Halloween decorations became a thing. I remember that we used to put up like a little sign and we used to like put some lights on. But now you putting full Christmas tree Halloween lights and full like skeletons, full spider webs on your bushes. I'm like, hold the fuck up. Now we talk about.
Vince, I was in Jersey not too long ago for New York Comic-Con. So I was saying in New Jersey, that's where they get down. They had the neighborhoods. They had the big old, huge, tall skeletons and like so many. It's the Halloween that you see in like Hocus Pocus. And I'm in Southern California. I'm in San Diego. We don't have that around where I live at. Like I've never seen so many houses go in on decorating for I was in heaven because so many places were decorated. I'm like, this is what a holiday is supposed to feel like. So that's where I'm trying to be for holidays.
I'm glad you had that experience. I like it when there are legitimate, tasteful Halloween decorations. What I don't like is a big mess. Don't just blow up a skeleton or blow up some big pumpkin and just throw it out in the yard and it's wiggling and half of it's deflated. Like there's some folks that do it really well. I really like the haunted house Yeah, I love it when I look at your shit, I'm like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like that's creative. Like if I see somebody with like a head on a spike or some shit like that shit and it looks real, I love that. That's cool. You know, I think that, you know, you don't think that's cool? Yes. I want to see a zombie hanging from the roof.
No, it's supposed to be spooky, not scary. We're supposed to have a good, cute, spooky time. I don't want to be traumatized driving down the street. You just gonna show me some shit like that against my will without my consent?
It's public. Yes, you're damn well. Well, in addition to the different decorations, we also had some of us that did dress up specifically. Mountain was Mario. Hey, Nolly, why don't you give us some insight on this?
My son is obsessed with 3 things: Paw Patrol, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Mario. So this year we chose Mario for his costume, and the Mountain, because I had surgery last week, I can't take them trick-or-treating, so the Mountain was going to take them. And he was like, I'm going to dress up. And so we're like, okay, bet. So he ordered the Wario costume, and as soon as Sawyer came home and saw him, he was like, oh, trick-or-treat. We're going trick-or-treat. Oh, he was so happy. And because the costumes have like bellies, they spend like a good 15 minutes in the driveway bumping bellies. But it was the cutest thing. And Sawyer like is mostly nonverbal. He has some words, but he doesn't like communicate. But he was telling people trick-or-treat, Merry Christmas. And I was like, oh, you go, baby. You go. It's trick-or-treat, Merry Christmas.
I love it.
Hey, but that's not wrong though, because it is. I mean, there will still be a Merry Christmas, and he is trick or treating. So I don't see anything unfactual about that. Go ahead, pull it on.
He was trick or treating. I managed to walk them like 4 houses before I had to turn around, and our neighbors had like a table with. We live in a white neighborhood, so the neighbors go all out. We start trick or treating at a specific time, and everyone has a table on their driveway where they set up the candy and stuff. And so once 6:30 starts, one of those. And so the neighbor had a table with the candy, but she also had like fake spiders around. And Sawyer ignored all the candy, and he was like, "Spiders?" into the bucket. And he has not let go of this spider since. He has been singing "Itsy Bitsy Spider" top of his lungs since he got the spider.
He loves it.
I love it. He's having a good time. He's having a good time.
Big up to the neighbor who didn't have candy for the adults. She had Jello shots instead.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Wow. Oh, see, you know what? That gives me a good idea. I didn't even think about that. We don't really consider the grown folks, you know what I'm saying, who actually are assisting these young folks. That I never considered their okay. I'm gonna add that to the list of things to consider.
I had adults and like older kids like hesitantly come up my driveway, and I was like, if y'all don't come up here, I got candy and I can't eat it. I need to get rid of it. So I don't discriminate. I don't even care if you say trick or treat, whatever. Take it. Take it.
Take the candy.
I might have some Halloween pre-rolls to give out next year. You know, for those who may be willing to partake. You know what I'm saying? And we may or may not charge. We may or may not charge $20.
You're the person that the commercials warn us about. They're putting drugs and edibles in your kids' Halloween candy. The rumors are true.
If the handcuff.
It's always been like, you know how expensive edibles are, lady. No one is giving your kids free edibles.
Right. That's so funny. Oh my god.
Although
waste this on your children.
Yo, well, tell us about this, Anthony. This is a pretty cool outfit, man. I mean, it went hard. Give us the background on it, man. What's going on?
Oh man, my wife was really, really excited. She wanted to do Halloween this year, and she was absolutely set on doing Freddy. You could tell she did like a lot of cool makeups and stuff on her face that day. So I was like, yo, you know, I'm gonna try to keep it simple. I'm not going to be able to compete, right? Like she went like super duper hard. I was like, you know, I'm going to put a mask on my face because I'm going to just cover this up. So we ended up realizing like, oh snap, she's Freddy, I'm Jason. We definitely got this Freddy versus Jason vibe going right here. So like we went through and found some places to take pictures like that. And that is not, it's just that simple. I had I had this big giant oversized plaid flannel shirt that worked perfectly. And I tried to get me a machete, but of course, you know, I waited too late. You know how Amazon be doing people. It's like, oh yeah, it'll be here on October 27th. Psych. It'll be here October 31st. Psych. Now it'll be here November 7th. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All sales are
got
final.
him. Dang, man. Well, at least you'll have it for next year. Or maybe you could dress back up again for Thanksgiving. Who knows? I don't know. But this was dope. Is your wife and your family really into the Halloween thing?
Nah, this was our first time really doing it. Like, we don't even like give out trick-or-treat candy like that. So this is our first time. We was like, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it right. We ain't half-assing out here.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Well, listen, man, that's dope. I'm glad that y'all got a chance. I didn't get the chance to do the Halloween thing. I'm out here in Sacramento. I had to leave on Thursday. So unfortunately, I was planning on it. But it looks like there were a lot of celebrities that got in on the costume dress-up Halloween thing, as they do every year. And I figured we may, as we do, like to judge, because that's what we do, maybe give our opinions on some of these costumes. So let me know what y'all think, man. Let's go ahead and start off with who had the time. You know what? Don't y'all help me rate some of these costumes. Y'all cool with that? Is that cool?
Yeah.
No? Yeah? All right, cool. So let me go ahead and get Tiffy in here too. So this first one, I want to see what y'all think about. Let's go ahead and make sure Tiffy's on the screen as well. But let me know what y'all think about this. This is Lala. And you know what? Since y'all can't actually see who it is, we might even play the guessing game and see if we can decide who it is. What are y'all rating this? Nolly, 1 through 10.
First of all, her body's snatched.
Right?
Like, I'm trying to get on that level. Shit.
I mean, cute. Well, shoot.
Mm-hmm. I give it
a solid 7. A 7? A 7? You get 7, Tiffy? 7?
I'm gonna give. I think a 7 is cool. I like that she went for brunette for the ponytail.
Right. That's what I was about to say.
Right. I would have liked to see more deep. Like, I don't know. For me, when you're a celebrity, you can make different choices. Right. And it makes my cosplayer brain being like, it's a little too clean to be a superhero or anti-hero. Like, latex is, I'm not a fan of latex, so that's why it's a 7 for me. It would have been 10 if it looked like she had been in some fights a little bit. Like, why go for sexy latex? Cool anti-hero. Like, that's just my brain.
Yo, the fact that she's a little too clean for anti-hero. Yo, we are too deep in this shit.
It really is a nerve, bro. Like, you ain't been in the muck. You ain't out there. You ain't fired a gun.
I love it. I fucking love it. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll say Lala's a 7. What y'all give Miss Megan Good?
Yo, Megan and they killed it.
Yeah, what are we looking? 1 through 10. 1 through 10. We got 10. We got a 10. Yes, 10. 10. And we got a 10s around the board. Okay. Did this help the dumpster fire of a
no, absolutely not. In fact, I would take a point away for who she's dating, but honestly, the costume is a 10 out of 10.
He did look pretty good though with the vampire in Brooklyn look. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he killed it. I mean, so
he just looked too goofy. I'm so sorry, but he's not.
Yeah, I agree.
Visual goofiness. I only see him, and I think that they not like us. When they have the video of him dancing.
Yep.
Oh no.
At least he's not wearing some oversized, you know what I'm saying, looking like he's homeless clothes. Okay, he ate for this.
But it doesn't matter what he wears. That's how my
like Anthony's dying because he knows it's true. You got the hottest girl in Hollywood and you're walking around and you over here looking like
you're some prohibition era, like you smuggling alcohol.
Right. Like she shot some.
Oh my God.
What the hell's going on?
Yo, y'all gonna leave. What y'all ain't gonna do is just roast Tick while he ain't even here to defend himself. Like, that's Tick, man. Y'all forget now. Come on.
He dressed better than S Tick.
Behind. Jonathan needs to reemerge. His Tick been in his place.
Tick had style. Tick had style.
Tick has some style. All right. So what say y'all about Miss Glorilla as the progressive lady from whatever? What do we get? 1 through 10.
Flo. Yeah, she looks
1 through
cute.
10.
I'll give her credit for this one. I mean, I figured she would, I feel like this is a little out of her realm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this one kind of out of all of the celebrities, like, this surprised me because I figured it was going to be like a throwback. Like, everyone went as Halle Berry. You know what I'm saying? Like a throwback Halle Berry look. I figured Gorilla would have like maybe jumped on that train. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they were killing it.
She's
so
cute.
1 through 10.
8.
An 8, yeah.
8 is in she ate. All right.
She that face card.
It's very simple. It's very
simple. It's
cute,
safe.
but it doesn't need to do anything more.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what it is, it's real cute. It's an 8.
8. I like it. 8. Okay. All right. Cool. We got an 8. So far we got a 7, a 10, and an 8. What say you about Miss Minaj?
Next.
Oh, are we our team Cardi? Is this what we are? We are.
Oh, sorry, but no, she killed this look.
She
definitely did. Like, I love the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because Corella could have went on different kinds of way, and she chose the black and white instead of the red. So I mean, she ate as the dogs. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to portray herself as like,
Yeah, the dogs. I think was it.
Yes, I even like the hair split. Oh, with the hair.
Yeah.
No, yes.
Now. The only critique I would have is this is definitely a personalized cosplay because I don't know which version of Cruella is this. I'm assuming this supposed to be Cruella.
But it's not. We've never seen Cruella in any type of outfit like this, but that's I think the good thing about doing a character like Cruella.
Right.
It doesn't need to be anything specific. Cruella as a character is going to do white, black, animal Dalmatians, touch of red. That is Cruella. So
yeah,
it's a good version of it, in my opinion.
I agree.
I see you. Nari says Glorilla should have won as Tasha Mack from the game. She do look like Tasha Mack from the game. That is a good one, man. I don't know how you dress up as her, but I see what you're saying. All right, so Lotto, it appears is Jessica Rabbit. Our thoughts, ratings 1 through 10. Lotto's giving young Faith Evans to me.
I say that all the time.
It's a 6 for me.
6. Wow. What's the 6?
Because I'm so picky about Jessica Rabbit, only because for me it's the hair.
Yes.
The volume is lacking.
It is lacking volume.
Even though Jessica doesn't have a whole lot of volume when you go back and look at Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Something about Jessica Rabbit cosplays, you gotta have like ridiculous hair. Cardi B did a Jessica Rabbit, I think. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it was AI. But that wig looked incredible. Yes. I don't like boneless Jessica Rabbit hair.
So 6. We're going 6. All right, cool.
We're going 6.
I got a lot of these, so let's get through them. First of all, anybody, can you guess who this is?
Who's that white woman?
She's a wrestler. I just can't remember what her name is. Is that
Scotland D. Ryan?
Who is that?
I don't know that lady.
I don't either.
I'm sorry to this woman.
She dressed up.
I wouldn't know her if I seen her in the street.
I'm sorry, lady, but
she don't look
all right,
bad.
Since we don't, let's break the outfit. Take a bell. Take a bell.
I like the different renditions.
From Baddies. Got it. I don't watch.
Okay.
I would have never known her in a million years.
With to my head, I would be over.
I'd reach and pull the trigger for them. Be like, well.
Yep.
So 1 through 10. 1 through 10. I'm liking the
like a 6.
I like what's going on here. A 3.
I'll give her 6 because it's different.
A 3.
6. It's the hair.
Woo!
It's the hair. It's not even a. It's not even a good Tinkerbell. It's green lingerie.
Yeah.
It's green. It's not doing it for me.
Okay. Are y'all for like the lingerie outfits on Halloween for like
if they look
sexy
good?
World.
If you snatch in it, yes.
You can do lingerie. There's nothing against lingerie outfits. I just like, I don't know, because again, I see cosplayers do things that are lingerie or lingerie shaped, but the amount of detail they put into those few pieces they have, or those wings would have been, I don't know, cast and like resin and glass, and I don't know.
Yeah. It would have been lighting, and it would have been mechanical. You had a button, and you know what I'm saying.
Brand. This came out of a bag. No.
Yeah.
She got it from Party City.
Cosplayers do not respect costumes. Yeah, costumes is a big no. Cosplayers do not respect costumes, yo. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? You just when there's no effort on your own
about it, but I'm like, if you're asking me, I can just keep my opinion to myself. But since you asked,
oh, we want to know. We want your opinion. What's up with this one? All right, you said that Cardi was.
Look at that hair though.
1 through 10. 1 through 10. 10. 10.
Give
yourself across the board.
Proportion of a cartoon. Give an unhealthy body image. That's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna do it.
10's around the board. Okay, 10's across the board. I ain't gonna lie. Like Cardi, I don't think there's an outfit that she could get in where she won't give a 10.
She was eating at Fashion Week. She eats on the regular. Like whoever is dressing her, respect.
Yo, Jesus. Like, I mean, all right. Let me calm down. One of my faves.
Damn, no! Are you serious? Conker's Bad Fur Day. What is the sunflower? Yo, this is some badass shit right here.
Okay, hold on, wait. Put me on, because I just thought she was just a sunflower.
No. This is an iconic fucking game. If you haven't played it, go get yourself a damn Nintendo. Go buy Conker's Bad Fur Day and learn yourself a fucking amazing game. That's all I'm gonna say about that. This game.
No, tell me more.
It's an adult game about a squirrel, basically, that he goes through this whole kind of journey. He's drunk. He's drunk and he's on this like crazy ass journey. But he basically uses the alcohol to power himself up and like get lives and stuff like that. It's really fucking crazy. He deals with the poo monster. He deals with witches. He deals with bees that try to kill him, all just to get this sunflower and to gaze upon her and for her to love him.
Wait, this is on Nintendo?
Yes, it is on Nintendo.
Learn you on the Switch.
This game is over $100 now because of how amazing this fucking game is. It's an iconic fucking. It's $100. I'm telling you, I've looked it up.
What?
It's $100 for this cartridge, but it's fucking worth every minute of it. I'm not gonna lie. This game is
vintage.
It's vintage, but it has so many depths to it. So you can actually go as weasels. You can like, fight each other as weasels and try and like, get the money from like, the heist from the bank, but you can like murder each other on the way. So it is like,
oh my God,
this game, I'm telling you, it's got so many layers. It's an adult. It's not really a kid game. It's an adult game, 100%. And it has got so many different layers to it. You could be squirrels fighting in a war, like World War II style against each other. You could be, it's amazing. I'm telling you, if you haven't played this game, please do yourself a solid, get a Nintendo, go buy it from the next GameStop you find and play that shit, because I'm telling you, this game is the reason why we have games like we have today. Legit. Mm-hmm. It was before its time. It was fucking amazing. It was, I'm telling you, you have to battle a poo monster and throw toilet paper at him. Like, while he's singing to you, like, oh, it is the funniest fucking thing in the world. You got to play this game.
Thank you so much for the insight, Yaz. I was completely unaware, and I'm intrigued now. So listen, there's a few more of these. So I want to speed round this up, and I just want y'all to shout out the number when you see the picture, and we're just gonna get through the rest of these real quick so we can just go ahead and have an idea of who all is what. All right, y'all ready? So be ready, and bam. This is Mario as Thriller. 1 through 10. Shout it out. I'm giving it an 8. I mean, Thriller's been done before, so that's nothing new. But I give it extra. I mean, probably somebody on staff, man. I mean, but he's doing the dance, so you got to get at least a few points for doing the dance. You know what I'm saying? So I give him 8.
I was gonna say 6.
I'll
give him a 6 with Tiffy. Yeah, I'll give him a 6.
6. Okay, 6. All right, fair enough.
6.
This.
Oh shit.
6. Yeah, this is actually Kim Kardashian.
That's Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, but the problem is, it looked like AI to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like it just
AI. It looks like AI.
It looks very, very filtered and
I'm
photoshopped, and I'm giving. Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna give a 1. Yeah, I'm giving 1 because I think that this is Adobe Photoshop. So we've got right here. Guess who this is? It's Sweetie. What say you? I'm giving it a 5. I mean, it's Joker.
4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah,
I'm 4 because I like the nails with Joker.
Yeah, I do like the nails.
Okay,
I do.
Good observation. I didn't even peep that. All right, just a couple more here. We got Kill Bill with Lori Harvey. I'm giving this a 2.
She committed. What?
I'm giving it a 2. It's 2. It's very easy. Wig, outfit, sword. I see nothing else creative about it. Give me Bill's head along with it. Give me something else that goes with the outfit.
I feel the lackluster, but I mean, I wouldn't say a 2. I mean, like, you know, it's. I mean, she's got like this. She got the form. And she looks, you know what I'm saying, kind of spot on to, you know what I'm saying, like the movie. So I don't know. I would.
She could literally.
I feel like a 6.
A 5.
Yeah.
6.
5.
I think 6.
5. All right, I'm sticking with my 2, but it is what it is.
Nari said, "Where's the blood cuts?" Vince is with you, bro. Vince is with you. He ain't happy.
Thank you. Sexy red hoe.
A 1.
0.
A 1 for me.
0. Whoa!
Yeah. And
Wow.
She got this from a box.
1 because it's sexy red. She deserves 0.
Same.
Hey, listen now.
What? I'm listening.
I was gonna say I'm from St. Louis, so I have a little soft spot in my heart.
I don't understand what the
even though she got some crazy political stuff and she do a bunch of crazy stuff, something in me.
She's
from
mad.
St. Louis just make.
She's out here telling people to vote for Trump. She gets a 0.
Oh. She's selling lip glosses named after STDs. Okay, a 0.
All right, let's keep it moving. What do we think about? What do we think about these?
So
no,
cool.
I love it.
You don't like these? I'll give this a 10. And we see these all over the place. Like there's Velmas and Daphne's everywhere. But them to do this like this, I'm giving it 10. What about y'all?
8.
Yeah,
because
8.
It's also really easy. A pretty girl, sexy girl, they're gonna go for Daphne and Velma. They're gonna do this now. Where my glasses? I can't find my. They're all gonna do the same thing, and it is cute every time, but it's not. It's not much.
I fall for it every time.
All right.
Thank you, Anthony, for your honesty. Appreciate you.
Yo, okay, we gotta go. We only got a couple more, y'all. Then we're gonna get into Agatha, but we gotta go with Meg.
We already know. You can go over 10 on this.
These are 5s. This one, I would. I was about to say I would go over 10 if it was allowed. This right here the hair is giving so much, bruh. The hair itself is a 10.
Yes.
And you expect nothing less from our stallion, right? This is a queen in the blurred sphere. So yes, but goddamn right, we 10s across the board, baby. Just a couple more. All right,
oh my God, cute. They went spooky with
Poopy. Now you say
That's
1 through 10 quickly.
I would say an 8.
I say 8, 7.
That's super cute. It's creative as fuck.
Cute outfit design. Like it's so cute.
And they got the backpacks too. Yo, they killed that shit.
Okay, so I like the 7, 8. Storm from Lupita.
Okay, Lupita.
I got mixed
feelings.
I do have mixed feelings. I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's Lupita, just because like her in general, you know what I'm saying? Like she's giving me Storm vibes, but I'm just not feeling it from the outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like the outfit's killing.
The outfit's based off a specific piece of artwork. But I'm just like, you're Lupita. You have access to things that we don't.
Exactly.
Right. Not look like that. Did not look like that.
Yeah.
Tiffy, you took the words out of my mouth. When I look at Lupita and I think about what's in her bank account, I'm thinking you can do better than the storms we've seen at Comic-Con. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't take that much. I mean, you could just have a staff member do whatever it takes. So yeah, give me some light, give me some flair, give me some, give me something a little more. This, unfortunately, as much as I love seeing her as Storm, it's falling a little short. So I'm going to give it a 5.
Okay. Damn. The wig and the lackluster.
Last one. All right, I ain't gonna lie.
AI generated?
I don't even know who this is, so we just gonna keep this moving.
That's
man.
definitely airbrush makeup. But who?
Yeah,
who
that's
is
airbrush.
that?
But
I'm asking respectfully because I'm looking
I
respectfully.
don't. No, we just go past that one on. And this one right here is your girl Lizzo. Lizzo. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
That's Lizzo?
Lizzo slimmed down. Lizzo went like, yeah, Lizzo's got a whole new body image and everything. Like, she is a whole new Lizzo right now.
Yeah, because she looks like a white girl in this. That
well,
Lizzo.
Is she a white face?
Is white. His in that movie, no
Very
matter what,
pale.
the face is white. Yeah,
Edward
it's very pale.
Scissorhands is very, very pale, so she paled out.
Yeah, I
It
know
looks
that.
great. I love it with the
one
with
of my
the
favorite movies.
The butterflies and everything. I think this is really, really cute, and it's got the heart-shaped little head. So I say for me, it's an 8.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess if you're going for the exact image of Mr. Edward Scissorhands, wow, because I literally didn't even recognize her. Like,
Yeah,
I
Edward, it's
didn't
Jacob
recognize
Edward.
her as Lizzo. I love Edward Scissorhands, and now that I know that it's that Lizzo, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 7. I'm feeling a sort of way about. I don't know why. I don't.
TV, why'd you make a face? What's the matter?
Because it's Lizzo.
I like.
I think I don't like Lizzo. I'm trying to be objective, but I think I don't like Lizzo. I'm trying so hard to be objective.
I'm finding it. I
think it's because it's a very cute version of Edward.
Right.
The pigtails are cute, but they're not giving me Edward. The hair could have been a little bit more chaotic.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Affects the leather of the outfit, but it's giving a different kind of character leather. I wouldn't know that this was Edward Scissorhand if it wasn't for the Scissorhands.
Okay.
Yes. There it is. And I frankly give extra points. I'm gonna throw an 8 on this just for the Edward Scissorhand reference. The bush scenes in that movie, completely nuts. And one of Tim Burton's best works, even though he needs to put more black people in lead roles in his films. But that was cool. I know Halloween happened, and I'm glad we're able to discuss these costumes. But now we got to talk about what else is going on in the world, including with the witches in the world of Agatha. We had a finale this weekend. Not sure if y'all knew it or not. And I'm wondering what y'all thought about the finale. Now, I know one of us didn't watch it as much, so you don't got to say nothing. I ain't going to say you as you know you would. And for the rest of us, I'm going to take this down. I just want you to give me thumbs up. You know what? Let's do this for the whole overall season. All right, now that the season's over, just give me thumbs up if you liked the show, thumbs down if you did it, met in the middle if you felt neither way. I'm gonna take this down in 3, 2, 1. Yes. Oh, wow. And this is crazy because you heard how I was talking about the show before, and this is what WandaVision type shows do. They take you from being like, what the fuck is this? I love this, right? Tiffany, is that how you felt when you were watching it? What was your feelings? You had thumbs up too.
From the jump. I loved it. I was tapped in from the very beginning. So there was no convincing that needed to take place. But I'm very happy that people had a chance to watch. That they didn't kill this project like they did the Marvels or Eternals.
Right.
I'm happy that people stuck around, that the show stayed relevant long enough for people to be like, actually, this is really great television, and we would like to see more of this from Marvel and maybe just TV in general, because I feel like that's how you're supposed to do a TV show.
Okay, what do you think it was about this show that you loved so much off the rip?
Off rip? I loved Agatha's character, period. So I love the MCU. I'm not even a Wanda stan, but WandaVision was done so well, and I think that Catherine Hahn as Agatha was a big part of that. So when they said Agatha was getting her own series, even though I feel like I forgot exactly what happened because it's been such a long journey since they announced it and all the closures and delays and whatnot. So they delayed it for so long that my hype definitely died down, so that when it came back around again, it was like, oh, okay, we can't get hype. I actually want some answers for after the first episode, seeing that how she was going to be trapped in her mind still, how she was still living with the effects of how Wanda left her.
Right.
Let's get these questions answered. Let's go from there. The show did a really good job of hitting all of those beats. They kept us strung along. We were Mephisto. They dropped a Mephisto line. They had Scratchy. They knew how to keep the audience. They were like, okay, this is what kept them engaged last time. Mm-hmm. Let's do that again, and it worked.
So I do have questions as well.
Okay.
But I think what happened for me in the beginning of the show was that I thought that they twisted too early, but they're smarter than that. Like in the first episode, she broke out of the hex, and so I'm like, okay, they twisted way too early. Like you can't peak like that in episode 1. And then they had multiple twists.
Right.
They had multiple twists. And I was like, oh my God, like, oh, there's more, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. So none of this was, oh my God, are you serious? It didn't make so much sense. Because the shit that I was mad at. All right, folks. So let me go ahead and just throw this up real quick. Spoiler alert, we will be doing spoilers. If you didn't watch it then and you don't want to see it, then catch us on the replay. Appreciate it. But make sure you comment on the replay as well. I'm just gonna keep it 100. It was when they started giving the Wanda Maximoff, maybe the mom references, that I started getting really intrigued. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. We're talking about Wiccan here. That's what it is. Still have hella questions though. All right. So can I start with some questions for y'all? Maybe you can help me.
Okay.
So Agatha Harkness had a baby. Who's that baby daddy?
It doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter, and they didn't announce it.
It was her husband.
It was, we don't know that either. But literally, because I wondered that. I'm like, oh, we don't ever know who the dad is. And then I was like, well, why does that matter for the story? And it doesn't. It truly...
Well, it doesn't matter, but we know that his name was Nicholas Scratch, and her name is Agatha Harkness. Who is Scratch? Do we have any comic references with the last name Scratch? I'm just seeing if there's any future to there being any more to this storyline. That'll make it even more intriguing.
So Nicholas Scratch is a villain in Marvel Comics.
Mm-hmm.
He's a warlock and a father of the Salem 7, but they didn't utilize him in that way for the show. I wonder if they'll bring him back in some way, because nobody's ever dead in Marvel. Like, nobody's ever dead. We have alternate universes, so it could be a thing. But he is a villain and a warlock and a father of the Salem 7.
So so in the show, the only link that they give is when she gives birth to him. She's like, I said no spell, I did no incantation, I made you from scratch. So maybe she didn't give her name because she understands her legacy. She knows that as Agatha Harkness, she is known to be not a good person. So I think it's one of those things where they differed, they strayed from the comic books, and it's one of those things where there's no reason to explain his last name. Nicholas Scratch is his name. At this point of introducing Agatha, or keeping Agatha in the MCU, that's all that we need to know. So I don't think that there's any significance at this point in who his father is or why his last name is Scratch beyond the reference, I made you from scratch, Nicholas Scratch. So
okay, there it is. Oh wow, oh shit. Okay, okay, cool. Next question. Thank you, Tiffy. Please help me understand, and maybe this goes beyond the show, and maybe I just don't need to know because they're keeping us in the dark. But can somebody help me understand the complicated relationship between Death and Agatha? How do you meet somebody that is Death, or had Death Rio become Death in the process of her life? Does anybody have any comic backstory reference? Can anybody like let me know, how does one fall in love with Death?
So I mean, ask Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Because
Lady Death is Thanos' lady, and the whole reason he does the snap is to get her attention. So they definitely changed that in the MCU, where he has this other purpose and things that don't really line up. Is why didn't you just make more resources, Thanos? Why'd you have to kill half of everybody? But yeah, so he pursues Death heavily in the comics, and she is very interested in him. So this is once again, the MCU has shifted entirely from what we know in the comic books. But we also don't know how Agatha and Death met up either.
Right.
Give us answers for certain things.
Wait a minute. I think I might have figured it out.
Okay, what's up, Yas?
All right, so I was referring to the you can't really see it, the Marvel Encyclopedia, right? Trying to figure out while you guys were talking. Sorry, that's what I was doing. I was researching when you guys were talking. So it seems that Lady Death actually possesses the body of Marlon Chandler. So that could be the baby of Marlon Chandler and Agatha. And do you see what I'm saying?
I hate
I don't
that.
know what that is.
I mean,
I feel like
right, yeah.
Clue that they gave us in the show that Rio was possessing somebody else's body, that she passed on the DNA of a man to create the baby with Agatha.
I mean, and
wow,
that's the love of her life. You know what I'm saying? And so you never know. We don't have a name for him because it could be.
Like there would have been a line when she's talking about, oh, I need more time. There was no, this is our child. This is our son. There was no, he'll be safe with me because he's our child. He'll never be without one of his parents.
But they changed it though. And for you just said they changed it in the MCU. So
that's what I'm saying. I don't think that there's any link there at all. And if there was a link, there would at least have been a line to indicate that connection.
Valid points.
So I think that they did change that completely. And we're not, I think it's one of those, and I'm not saying that it's good storytelling in a show that was filled with good storytelling, but yeah, there are some answers we just did not get. We wanted to know how Rio and Agatha wound up together. I don't think that we ever get to find out. I don't think that we ever get to find out who Nikki Scratch's dad is, because they did not matter for this particular story. Maybe if we got 10 episodes instead of 9, but
that the 9 is interesting, but I bet you there's some significance behind that. All right, next question. Do we now have a new potential star in Shazir Zamata in her role, since she is a surviving member of this coven, and she clearly had some staying power, and they did give her a fly into the sunset moment, shall I say? Will we see her again?
First of all, can we give our big ups to Black women leaving Westview with power?
Right?
Oh, pull up.
Jennifer Kale.
Yes, yes.
Proton, okay. Like
Proton,
the girl,
yes.
was girling. Okay, Black women saw the caucasity in Westview and was like,
goodbye.
Thank you. And
I love it. When she left, she didn't ask about anybody's welfare. She didn't say, I gotta find the other. She said, you remember, and this is gonna be such a dated reference. You remember the Simpsons episode when Homer voiced the dog for Itchy and Scratchy? And he was like the cool dog. And then they were like, no, we got to get rid of this dog. And so in the episode, he was just like, goodbye. I have to go to my home planet now. And he just like lifts off into the sky. That's how Jennifer left. She was like, goodbye.
Yo, I love that though. I love that.
Acting,
I was just about to say, please. Yo, first of all, I still loved her from SNL. Let's go ahead and give Shazir the first Black woman to be cast in Saturday Night Live as a official cast member. So she already made history with that. And now I ain't gonna lie, like her role from start to finish, she held it down like a real SAG member. Like she actually can act her ass off. And it really came through in that last scene. Excuse me, not the last scene, but the second to last scene where I can't never remember the old girl name, the older witch, the Italian one, the Sicilian. When she went through the wall and she was like, no, like I felt that shit in my soul. Like I was like, oh my God, like yo, she got me in the feels. And then when she crawled out of the ground, yo, what? Like yo, it was awesome, yo.
It was the timing of being. She was like, ow. She was like 10 minutes ago. Lilia would have never said that. Like that line.
Yep.
I love it. So will we see her again?
We might, because the way MCU is branching out and bringing in new characters, Jennifer Kale is the cousin of Johnny Blaze.
What? The cousin of Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Interesting. So we're gonna have a Black Ghost Rider then, because it's not like you can.
Look, I got cousins who are darker than
you. Have white cousins sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's tripping people up on the internet as well.
And people are like, you can't have white cousins.
You absolutely have mixed family. They don't
also not, I mean, they could be like Spanish or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Have different skin tones and stuff like that.
I feel like that's the easiest thing to write around. It could be a step thing. They could be married in as family. Right. So many things can happen.
Yeah, so I mean, they did it.
Again, I feel like that's the important thing.
Let's not forget that in the Fantastic Four reboot, that Johnny Storm and Sue Storm were stepbrother and stepsister instead of being and Michael B. Jordan played Johnny Storm, and Sue Storm was played by the old girl from the House of Cards. Yeah. I can't remember that. So it's already been done in Marvel Universe, even though everybody shits on that reboot, and I still say that reboot gave us the very best Doctor Doom that we've seen on screen, point blank, period. Even though I know more Robert Downey Jr. is getting this thing done now, so I do hope that we see her again because they clearly kept her alive. Definitely, which is more than we can say for the gardening lady from that 70s show. That was kind of fucked up. They just kind of threw her completely under the bus. But hey, it is
sharing the lesson. Emotional.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. So, where is Tommy? What are our theories?
We don't know.
Is Tommy floating in the Soul universe? Go ahead, Titty.
I think that they were able to put Tommy into a body, and that's why Billy asked, he was like, Agatha, am I killing this boy to bring my brother back? It is very much implied that that boy that was being tricked and killed by his friends, because that's what was happening in this scene. She's like, hey, go back to that moment that you last remember with Tommy, and it's just him floating. He knows his brother is slipping away mentally and exists somewhere out there. And she's like, there's 120 bodies available that become available every second. Find one, choose one. He sees that a boy is drowning. And that's when he asks, am I killing this boy by finding my brother? Tommy's in that body. They have to go find it. I don't think they have a clue as to who he is. Right. So that might be part of the quest to find Tommy. Okay, we remember he was drowning. So we have to kind of go find this kid, then remind him who he is. I think that's going to be the challenge. But yeah, Tommy is now in a body, I think is what we take away from that scene.
You know, for a split second, and I'm glad that they had episode 9 to clear this up, but for a split second, I thought that there might have been correlation between Nicholas Scratch and the boy that was drowning. But I thought after that clearly made no sense because he's from centuries ago. You know what I'm saying? So that I thought, I was like, okay, she's making her son into Tommy, but it doesn't appear that that's going to be the case now. But I mean, I don't know, because the whole ghost thing, you know. But so that scene was crazy, right? It wasn't just me. Like, yeah, am I killing this child? Like, and then she says some shit that fucked me up, Tiffy. She said no. She said no. She said no. Sometimes boys die.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that line specifically, some things we want answers for. Like, it's not important, but no, I get why we want. Who is the daddy? We would like to know. It's not the story, but how did Rio and Agatha get together? We would like to know. But we understand that for the storytelling, there was no time for this particular story. But that's an answer that they provide. Why did Nicholas Scratch have to die? Why did the boy that Tommy went into? Because sometimes bad shit happens. Sometimes there's no magical reason. We discover that Agatha didn't make a deal with the devil, didn't trade him for the Darkhold, didn't do these terrible things that they want to put on her. The reality is, for all of her power, for all that she could do, her son was going to be a stillborn. Death was able to give her more time, and nothing in her power was going to be able to save her son. Sometimes boys just die. And it's sad because it's meant to be sad. She's so powerful, but in this, she's powerless. It's meant to be just that.
And Tiffy, you hit the this was our first true window into the long-lasting vulnerability that Agatha had that we were unaware that she had. Because this whole time she was putting on this front. And I love one of the biggest twists in this for me was one that wasn't really recognized, and it was the twist that Agatha was not just some dumbass, some fuck chick who was just being goofy as fuck. Like this motherfucker was smart. Like she was devious as shit. Like she
told the truth from the beginning. She said the road isn't real. It's just like she said that from the beginning, and no one wanted to believe her. So she's like, okay, we can do this again,
Right?
I guess, but sure. Like, but she told the truth from the beginning.
Yo, she had like Sauron's deception, like the level of deception she did. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, this bitch and Sauron be hanging out and talking. I swear to fucking God, because
I never liked those things, so I don't get that reference. But I like the way you said that sentence, so I'm gonna agree.
Well, just like Sauron from Rings of Power.
Sauron from Rings of Power.
She's, you know what I'm saying? It's got so many layers to it.
she's like, yeah.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
She's like, you said that, and that was good what you said. So thank you for saying
whatever.
but check this part. Like, so Agatha, not only did she have more intellect than we thought from the get, because they painted her as some dumbass, some goofy, some goof troop. But she also was improvising the fuck out of that road trip. Like, remember when she looked at Wiccan and was like, "You're so much like your mother."
To me, the twist was
on 6
from the beginning when he came down and opened up the road in her basement, and her looking at the and breaking the fourth wall. She's like, "Oh, that's Wanda's son. Yeah. He's able to create realities just like Wanda was. Let's do this then." She knew from back then who he was. And so now I got to go rewatch the entire series to see how it aligns, knowing what you know at the end. I got to go back and see different breakdowns they were leaving. I got to take the whole journey down the witch's road again.
The spirit of WandaVision is very much and ripe and alive within this show, and you can't help but love each and every. Now, so a couple of other questions, and then I'll open up the floor. Y'all talk on whatever your favorite parts are or whatever. But why did Kitty have to die? like she didn't want no powers. I don't understand. It wasn't even real. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking back, I'm like,
it's terrible.
I can understand why the other ones died, because they were like, oh, well, she sacrificed herself. Oh, this, that, but for Kitty, it was like, oh yeah, you killed it. Yeah, you killed that bitch. She did.
She didn't get the blood of the virgin, Vince. That's why she had to die.
Is that what it was? Is that a real thing? Or okay.
How do you survive Wanda just to be killed by Wanda's son? That shit.
Yo. Okay, last question, and then whatever y'all want. Are the people of Westview free?
Yes.
Because the neighbor, the black neighbor, was giving me, I'm still in Westview, and he wasn't giving any emotions. Whenever he ran into anything that was strange, he was emotionless. Look, and that was the same way.
He's tired.
His performance.
It was a long couple of months under Wanda.
They should have given him a couple more lines. They didn't even one black person in that white writer's room to be like, nah, he got to say like, oh, hell no. Or like, you know what?
Yeah.
Unpacking. Like, we need a web series, and that's what they should have done. Like they did with Thor, when they had Thor have his own little web series when he was trying to be a normal human being, and it was just like the side adventure of Thor. We need that for the citizens of Westview, because Herb went home and be like, hey, baby, we need to go. We need to get the fuck up out of here, because I done seen. He looked like that Wanda bitch, don't he? He looked like Wanda. He got in the Prius and drove off afterwards. I can't live in this town no more. I'm not doing it. That's what we need from the because they're just like, again.
100%.
How do enough? Nothing.
Oh man,
we didn't get an apology tour. Nothing. Okay, fuck us. I guess. Nah.
Yep.
Tiffy, I would so watch a web episode series of the people of Westview, and just what goes on in their daily lives with small morsels of marble. You don't even got it. Can be so mundane. It can be like The Office. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, you know what I'm saying? And I would watch the shit, because remember, that was in The Office at one point in time. In WandaVision. So
very the police station, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's talking about in WandaVision during when they were all office workers during one of her sitcom episodes.
Yeah. I remember.
Erebus pointed out in the chat, if y'all wanted to join us on my Discord, we did Agatha All Along on Thursdays, and that was really great. So we're doing we're starting WandaVision. We're just like, let's run it back from WandaVision on Thursdays. Like, we're not capable of moving on. So we're going back to WandaVision. In case anybody wants to join us, the link to my Discord is in all of my socials. But if you're not ready to leave Westview behind, we're going.
Love that. Yeah, we got to jump in on Tiffy's Discord, y'all. We got to make sure we jump
Darth,
in
drop the link.
as well. Yeah, we'll make sure the MBO, the link. We'll Tiffy. Is there a official link? Well, first of all, the best thing to do is to follow Tiffy Starchild if you aren't already. All right, I believe most of you probably are, but if you're not, Tiffy Tiffie. You know, let me just go ahead and give her a little. You should be able to see the full name down here in the middle, as you see right there, Tiffy Starchild, just like that, with the at in front and no space in the middle, just like that. That easy. So go ahead and make sure y'all pull up on that. What else happened? All right. So any critiques, anything you didn't like, Tiffy? I know it's we're running up on the time, but I have some critiques, and you probably I got a feeling you probably disagree heavily with the one that I have.
Tell me, let's see.
I know you're gonna hate it. I know it. You're not gonna like it. I was not feeling the musical element. I thought it was a little far-fetched. When it came back around in the end, and we learned that it was for naught, it was more intriguing. But at first I was like, okay, what are we doing? Like the down the witch's road, and everybody loved it. I know I'm an outlier. I know I'm in the 1% here. I know, I get that. But at first it struck but at first it didn't vibe the way I wanted it to. It was, and keep in mind that stuff happened around the same time Joker 2 came out, so there might have been like some musical
overload.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that you know that you're in the 1% and therefore wrong. That was big of you. That makes my job much easier when people know that they are wrong. Also, on top of that, I think the other side of it, do not cast Patti LuPone, who is a Broadway legend. When I tell you she's a Broadway legend, people might also
legendary
Yellow Diamond from Steven Universe if they're not theater people. She is a legendary voice, and she's that down, and that's Patti LuPone that came in and elevated that song. You don't cast Patti LuPone without letting Patti LuPone sing. I don't think that's the reason why they put songs in it, but I can see why, if you're not a musical person, why that would throw you off. I do think that even before we got to the last episode and saw the origin of the song, the of the song was so incredible, particularly when it came to Alice's mom, Lorna Wu, who took a song that was legendary and already very popular and made it famous. Not only did she just elevate this song to a level of fame and brought it to the mainstream with her song Down the Witch's Road, that version of it, but then you find out that she used it as a, did you not know that? Yeah, in the story.
Wait, that's a real song?
No. In the world,
in the story.
Lorna Wu was a very famous rock person.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Alice's mom, and then she has her version of the song. That's why we got a different version of Down the Witch. So there was the first one. I think that one was just meant to be cool and be like, yeah, we're gonna sing this song. We're gonna have these women harmonizing. It's gonna be really neat. I think that was the base of it. But then it's another level. There's this other version of the song that they sing during Alice's trial, and then you learn that the Mother Magic gets me really emotional. She used the song as an incantation to save her daughter, which is crazy. Then it goes into a deeper level when you realize that the song that she used to save and protect her daughter, even though she herself would be gone, is ultimately going down that road, which no one knew was real. It wasn't real, but it ultimately became real. But her daughter ends up losing her life in that road, protecting somebody else's son. Like, there are so many layers to that show in regards to the song, and that's before you even get to the fact that it really was Agatha all along, because her and her son wrote the song. That was the coven. You remember when Jennifer tried to check her on the lyrics and be like, no, it's coven true, and Agatha is like, no, it's coven 2. Agatha knows because she was the one that wrote it, and the coven 2 was her and her son.
Right.
The layers around the show, specifically around the song, to me make it worth any feelings of why are they singing, because music is magical, and that's the whole basis of the show, these different types of magic, how they're using them. So I feel like Get over it. You don't like musicals. Get over
it. oh, I definitely did. Yeah, I mean, I clearly finished it, and like I said, I got a much better feeling. But answer me this: how did the young lady that approached Agatha for the first time when she first did the farce of a road trip, how did she know about the song if they made it up?
Well, because remember, before he died, she put that little boy to work, and he was singing in taverns. She put him to work.
Child labor laws weren't like they are now, so
so the
he would find the witches.
Yeah,
that she would steal their power.
There's this. I heard it in a song. That's how word of mouth just spreads and how legends grow. Okay. It's a song they're singing in a tavern, but I heard that there was a road that exists that you can get your powers back, and that's what I need. Well, yeah, let me show you this road then. So
okay, well, damn. Hey, you know what, man? A lot of my questions have been answered today. You know what I'm saying? I feel this has been very educational and informative. You know, do y'all have any questions?
I love them. Let's go.
Yeah. Did y'all have anything? Could y'all not make anything? The only other thing that I have, and I won't keep you too tough, Tiff, but it's not as much a question, more of an observation. But the decision to include Mr. Boner.
I think that was 1,000% fan service. I think that was just to. I think that I think that was just for us.
Yeah, I mean, did it do what it was supposed to do? Because his existence is so. I mean, because we knew him as Quicksilver. Now he's just some dude, but he's a dude who's a conspiracy theorist, but he knows the real shit, but it's not real. And
yeah, I think that you had to let they toyed with us very heavily when they brought him in for WandaVision in the first place. That was already kind of messy the way that they did that. So whatever. There's no going back and unringing that bell. But bringing him back makes a whole lot of sense. He's a person, because we have the other side of it. We have the other side of the coin where we have a whole bunch of Westview residents that have decided to stay. Their homes are there. Their families are there. They collectively went through a traumatizing experience. But where are you going to go? New York, to where the Avengers are fucking things up daily, and you might lose your car that you just paid off because Iron Man decided he wanted to use it as a shield in a fight. Where are you going to go? Well, you can stay in the I'm a graffiti where Wanda's house rubble stands, and that's how we're going to heal from this. So you have that side of it with people that are just like, you know what? That bad shit did happen anyway. And then you have Ralph Boner that's just like, do you understand how crazy this is? You have to have that other character that has what I feel is a much more reasonable response and how Tiffany would be on the dark web. I'd be Tiffany at that point. Tiffany would be on the dark web. You want information about this if you come to my stand-up show. Like, absolutely. That to me is the most realistic response to that. He didn't even have the benefit of being under Wanda's spell. He was under Agatha's spell. Agatha was just like, oh, something's going on in Westview. I got to find a way to slip in, because that's what they kept saying throughout WandaVision. They're like, yeah, he doesn't have a house here, because she took Ralph's house and tied him up. He was a different type of hostage than what they went through. So but it was very much fan service, including him, because it was not necessary, but it was funny as hell. And not everything has to have a deep meaning. Yeah, shit was funny. That's the long and short of it. So
I agree. Why Agatha was under a spell at the beginning of the show.
Yes,
but also at the end of WandaVision, she fought Wanda. So Wanda put her back under a spell.
Yeah. At the very end of WandaVision, she's I'm not going to kill you, but I'm going to here where I know where to find you. So and Agatha literally, she's like, no, don't do that. Yep. And then
with the runes
whammy on her. She's like, neighbor. So she goes right back into who she was previously. So Wanda lifted the hex off the rest of Westview, but put Agatha in her own personal bubble of a hex.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because she came out, she's like, how long have I been? She's like 5 years ago. Okay, 10-4. Yeah. All right, final question. Will we have a season 2 of Agatha All Along?
No, Agatha. What they say, it's been so popular. Who knows how they're going to pivot? But initially, the plan was that it's just a limited series. It's only one season, but it goes into other things. So we are going to be getting the Young Avengers. We know that for Young Avengers, we do need Tommy to come around.
Right.
We need Wiccan and Speed. We have Wiccan. We need Speed. And they've set up, and we know Vision Quest, and we also know from the comic that Agatha, she just recently was resurrected, but she's been a ghost for a super long time. So her being a ghost at the end of Agatha All Along is actually in line with the comic books and how her character reacts and responds to people. She is a mentor to magicians. She does hella shit on the magical realm. So we might not be getting an Agatha All Along season 2, but we will be seeing more of these characters moving forward, but in other projects. And my hope is, because sometimes I feel like directors in the MCU don't be talking with each other. That's how we went from WandaVision to whatever the fuck Multiverse of Madness was, as far as one character. They did not communicate there, but hopefully they gave him, I'm not a sportster, so they gave him a really good layup. Is that the thing? And
something like that, yeah.
That takes over these characters.
That was great. That was great.
You know what, Tiffy, I'm glad you dropped that real quick. Just stepping outside of Agatha, next year, I might come back out to SDCC if you're gonna do it. And if I'm gonna try to time it so I can take you to a Padres game while we out there, man. Because the Padres,
her face, she's like, I'm not going to no game. No, Vince.
No, you're gonna let me do this, man. Now your homegirl, we go look, we can dress up. And look, we're gonna make it nerdy. It's gonna be an experience, Joe. It's gonna be an experience. Look, baseball is the only sport that I am like really into, and I got a feeling that
I played baseball for 3 years. I know I'm familiar with baseball.
She said, Vince, why are you torturing me with this shit?
Okay, I didn't know. I'm just saying I would.
So long as we can garden first, I'll go to any sport. I'll be getting into it.
Oh, yes. We will always garden before anything. Trust. Don't even worry. That is what it is.
On the 15th time that I'm sitting there, take me out to the ball game. Because I am a theater kid. I'm a musical theater kid. So you're going to see me start to sing this. I'm going to buy me some peanuts.
I knew that.
That's done. That's how I don't know. I would give a baseball game a try, but I do want you to come back out for SBCC again, because especially the year that I had the show, I had to leave early every time. I couldn't. That's not how I would want to represent San Diego Comic-Con to someone. So you come back out for San Diego Comic-Con, and I'll go to a baseball game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely got to do it, man. But I'll definitely look forward to coming back. Yo, I cannot thank you enough for joining us, Tiffy. I'm not saying you got to go, but if I know you and the busy life that you lead, you probably already missed 2 major events and conferences and phone calls and meetings since you've been on this call. So I just want to thank you for showing up, hopefully even sooner sometime, because I really want to get your take, not now, but maybe in a few weeks, on the upcoming Wicked release. I'm sure you're probably getting a screener or at least a red carpet, and I would like to know your feelings on the release. Everything. I know you're looking forward to Wicked.
I am. Well, I think that the premiere already happened, and I did not receive an invite. But I be letting those hurts go from my heart. It's okay. It means I was not meant to be there. Something would have happened. Who knows? But I'm still very hyped for Wicked. I am getting sent PR. I'm like, they see me, and they used me in a promo, which I was like,
whoa.
Yeah, they took one of my videos about Wicked and they used a whole bunch of fan reactions to the trailers and things like that. Nice. And they included mine in there. And people, because they didn't tag me, people tagged me, and the director had posted it. So they know I'm out here in the fandom, and that's enough for me for now. Yes, I'm very hyped for Wicked. I'm very hyped. And, Nally knows. I be ready to swing in the comments sometimes. So when
I'm right there behind you.
Because I don't know the reason why they're going to come for Cynthia Erivo, who plays Alpha, but I don't know why they're going to come for her, but they're going to find a reason. And I'm going to be with my boxing gloves on because I have a short set now. Look how much I've changed. Look how short my nails
are. Can I magnify? Oh, I wanted to see it again. Oh.
Yep, they're so short.
Okay. I don't usually do this, but just to see the nails.
But I can also fit these into boxing gloves. And I will fight for Cynthia Erivo. I don't care what she said in the past. We've all said dumb things. But
it will say.
That
okay,
part.
Good. Well, yeah. So will you come back and talk to us about that when it's around when it's popping?
Absolutely.
All right, you seen that, Nolly? You seen that? All right. Okay.
I clocked it. I'm about to text her like, so we seeing it opening night, and then you gonna come that Saturday.
Tiffy be turned into a whole gingerbread man sometimes, man. We be like, hey, Tiffy, remember? But nah, Tiffy's always been there. We loyal. We definitely got to keep it fresh.
What is that? What do you mean I turned into a gingerbread man? What do you mean?
We gotta catch you if we can, because you all over the place. You are so busy. You doing so much. We gotta catch you.
You see, now you are being untruthful on the internet. Nolly knows how to get in contact with me. Vince, I don't respond to your messages on principle because you don't respond. He ain't respond to me, so on principle, I see this text message and there is So you know this. Nolly says, Tiffy, you available to do the show? I said, yeah, Nolly, and it was just that easy. It was just easy. You ain't about to pay me on the internet as something I'm not, because not if you want me on the show. She knows how to get me to say yes.
Hey yo, it was cap. I'm sorry. It was full cap. All right, it was cap. All right, I was Captain Crunching. I was Captain American. I was capping. All right.
He turned away from the camera. Anthony is mad at you.
Oh no. Yo, no, he turned his back. Okay, all right. Well, look, let's go ahead, man, and thank Tiffy once again. Now, Anthony's doing like multiple things, but yeah, man. Thanks for the Agatha talk. We got to run into From. You should watch. Well, I don't. Should Tiffy watch From?
Actually, Tiffy, you should, because the way. Okay, so From is on MGM Plus. It is a total mind fuck though. So like, strap yourself in, get ready. It starts off just a little slow pace, but like once. Like the first 8 minutes of the show, like watching it, it draws you, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on in this?" It's crazy. It's just basically about these people getting stuck in this town, and we don't know where this town is. We don't know
downtown because I don't want to watch that.
Is it a what?
No, it's not a sundown town. It actually is. No. It actually is. It kind of is if you think about it. It kind of is.
Not the same pretenses. Not the same.
Not in a racial sense as we know it in America in the Bible Belt.
Right.
So it's not. But in a sense that
there's things that come out at night that can kill you. So that's why he's saying that, because after sundown, everyone has to go white.
It's not because you're black. Yeah, it's not white.
It's all people. We're not white. Yeah, it's everybody, every gender, every
I'll
race.
explain it better to you later.
Yeah.
Well, she's got to go now. So, but yeah, we were interested in. I don't know if Tiffy can do it, but because that show requires an amount of
what intelligence?
Of accepting that you're not going to get answers. You know what I'm saying? And we just went through Agatha, and you're like, oh, I want answers. And this is a show where they just feed you more questions and more questions. So that's the only reason I say, you know, if you're one of those people who get frustrated with not getting answers, you know, that's the only thing.
I will say, because it just reminded me of that. I don't know if anyone here has seen it, but the movie, the show Chaos on Netflix.
Yes, that was so bad.
Shut up! Yeah, sometimes you make me so goddamn upset.
It was so bad. I got like 2 episodes in and was like, "What is this shit?"
So you haven't finished it? You only got 2 episodes deep?
I couldn't get any more.
Please try more. Because stop.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna tell you if I wasted my time or not.
I owe you if it wastes your time. But I will say, it's been canceled by Netflix, so it's one of those things. We won't get a conclusion. We won't ever get answers for things like that. Okay. First 2 episodes are rough as they're setting stuff up, but it's amazing. It is an amazing show, and I'm so upset they canceled.
It's rough and slow paced. That's what she meant to say.
It's mad slow pace in the beginning, but just finding the way that they do different things with the Greek mythology. On that same note, Norse mythology, Twilight of the Gods, also on Netflix. Watch it. It
was so good.
It is.
What's the name of it?
Twilight of the Gods, and it's animated.
That's the Zack Snyder one that he did.
It is Zack
It's
Snyder.
so fucking good.
so good. It is good. It's Game of Thrones level violent and bloody, and it basically follows this bride's secret, and she's about to get married. I'm not going to tell you anything that happens because out the gate first episode, this show is crazy, but it is a revenge story that does not quit.
It's amazing.
Like the twists, the betrayals, the reveals, the happy moments. It is such a good show. It's setting up for an incredible season 2, and I hope it's one of those ones again where Netflix doesn't go, let's pull the plug for no reason.
No, they can't. It was so good.
That they don't. Chaos should not have been canceled. Did start slow, but when it finished at the end of the season, we're like, okay, let's go season 2. How are we gonna do this? We're literally never gonna know. But I think it's still worth watching. Okay. But again, so my recommendations before I dip out, thank you for letting me rant. Chaos.
No, please.
Yeah, with Jeff Goldblum, and also Twilight of the Gods, which is animated. And for you, Vince, ain't no singing in either one of them.
Nope.
Hey, I'm so happy. No, it's all good. I don't mind singing every now and then, but it is when it was a little weird. It's a shame because I wanted to get your thoughts on the Marvel DC beef, but I know we're limited on our time with you. So maybe next time we can delve in a little bit more. But keep as always. We don't have to tell you, but let me not say keep doing because I don't want to give commands. Just say we love every fucking thing that you do, Tiffy, as always, man, and it's always a pleasure. And I can't wait to get back to SDCC and introduce you once again to baseball in a proper way because I know that's what this is all about. I know you're a big sports person.
You know, I love sports. I just wake up every morning and I'm like, Tiffy up of that sports.
Tiffy Starchild, everybody, you know her, you love her. Make sure you follow her, and we're gonna check her out on the Discord coming up here pretty soon, man. You can check her out on our broadcast as well as her own. She is a dynamite follow and a huge success in what she does, which is making everything she talks about better. It's just undeniable. Like you can't once you see if Tiffy's talking about your project, it's either really, really good, or once people find out how she really feel about it, that's probably the way it's gonna go. So I fucking love it. So it's a shame because I hope, Nolly, give me your honest opinion. Do you think Tiffy could get into From?
Maybe. I'm gonna explain it to her better. I'm gonna text her later.
Just let her know it's a massive mind fuck because she's not into all that. You know what I'm saying? She wants to know the answers. That's the only thing that's gonna deter her from it because they leave the answers for you to figure out yourself or speculate, and then they still don't even answer them. Some they do, some they don't. So it's
right.
The show is crazy.
It's definitely crazy. Did you all check out the most recent episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Should we talk about Penguin, and that way Anthony can join our chat, and because he hasn't really seen.
Penguin. Oh, that's a good idea. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's right. First, Anthony... and we'll go into that. That way it won't be like too long, and we can still include him.
Oh, okay. Definitely, we'll do. Okay, let's do that then. Well, did you all? I'm assuming that you all are both caught up on Penguin. I know Anthony's got some work to take care of. We might even let Anthony get a little break because I'm starting to get familiar with the back of his head. It's starting to recognize so yeah, but anyway, so check it out. The most recent episode of Penguin was mainly about the connection, or I guess the relationship that the new big, what's her name, Gigante? Miss Gigante and the other family. And now at the end of Penguin, we are now looking at the beginning, I believe, of his rise to Godfather status.
Yep.
In Gotham City is what I'm seeing right here. Like that speech was something crazy. So real quick, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get into Penguin real quick while we're waiting for Anthony to go ahead and finish up with all of his busyness. Vince, we just hold on. Let me see what Darth Erebus is talking about. I don't normally do this, but this is a all caps message from Darth Erebus. Vince, we just finished the show about woman witches getting falsely accused, perceived for centuries, and you're going to do the same to Tiffany. Yeah. It only just ended, Vince. Damn. All right, I'm sorry, Darth. I didn't mean to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, Ant, your face.
Jokes. Oh wow! Look, it's Ant. Hey, You know what? We gotta get Ant a mask of his own face for him to wear on the back of his head.
Yes.
Yo, with a man is yeah,
There we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
With us the whole time. Yeah, man. So we'll let him finish up what he's doing. A couple more things on Penguin real quick. So did anything stand out to you in this week's episode? Yes, specifically that you thought were interesting or that you think we would talk about, please.
Yeah, definitely. This episode, I feel like kind of put things in perspective for me, technically speaking, with what's going on with the show. I know that we're closing up and there should be, I think, like maybe 1 to 2 episodes left. So I know that things will be left unanswered, obviously, and hopefully in season 2 we'll get more answers. But for me, I think the level of growth for Sophia becoming this new mob boss, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to recreate her family as her own, trying to structure it as to and non-corrupt in the family. She likes more Sal Maroni style of family, like where they got each other's backs and family comes first. But she wasn't born into that life. She wasn't born into that family, so she's got to kind of figure out how she's gonna trek along. And I think her journey for me is one of is the biggest, because she's got so many different layers to her. You know what I mean? She's technically a murderer, but she's not. But she is. You know what I mean? And everyone sees her as the hangman. She didn't do any of those crimes, though. She did murder her entire family for revenge. Right. So she is still a murderer, but she's a different type of murderer than everyone portrays her as to be. And that, and for me, that level of, those level of layers for me is kind of like, it's mind blowing, because for so long, people portrayed her as this crazy woman, you know what I'm saying? She murdered women, you know what I'm saying? Very violently. Right. That wasn't even her MO. It was her father's MO. So now she's putting everything that, you know what I'm saying, he pushed on her. She's trying to basically unshave it. Like, I am not my father. I'm not what he said that I was. I'm not part of his family. I'm my mother's family. My mother was a force to be reckoned with, and that is who I shall be now. So I think that her growth right now with being, the new kingpin is incredible. And the fact that she's trying to piece together ways to hurt Penguin, and she's like, well, his brothers are dead, his mother is dead, because that's what he told her, that his mother died. She knew that the brothers were dead because of, stuff that happened back in their past. They died young, but she didn't know whether his mom was actually dead or not. She put those pieces together. And the way that when she got to the house, she wasn't pissed that she didn't find what she was looking for. When she was looking through Penguin's house with Sal, she was not mad whatsoever. If you saw her demeanor, Sal was pissed. He was looking for revenge. He wanted it. She was like, hey, practice your golf swing. Boss move. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's moving in ways that she is just becoming this scary mob boss. If you guys have known, I mean, she turned her therapist into her dominatrix little sex lover, and then was like, I'm done with you. I'm leaving.
I'm done with you.
So and so will see you out. I got work to do. And he was like, damn, you're done with me already? Like, damn.
Yeah, that was did she have to kill her family? Yes.
She did, yes, absolutely. Because but the whole point of that story, though, like what really gets to me is she killed everyone and left that poor little Gia without anybody. Yeah. So I feel like that's gonna be for this specific story. I think that is going to be a big plot twist later on. Maybe Gia is gonna come back. You see what I'm saying? Get revenge for the family, because this was her crazy aunt. You know what I'm saying? That she, mom didn't want her to obviously be connected with, and now she's the only family that she has left now, because the entire family died from a gas leak. And she woke me up and took me to the garden. Yep. So
it's gonna be
Sophia.
So it's gonna be like that moment, like the Kill Bill moment, where 100%, the daughter come home from school.
Full circle, definitely. And I think that's what we're seeing right now is Sophia's rise, and then her niece will ultimately be her fall.
Was it? I mean, I know why she killed them all, right? Because I mean, they disrespected, they killed the mom and all that other stuff. But I mean, was that the?
They killed
I
her
don't
mother.
know. It gives to the story. It gives to the story.
They killed her mother. They made her think that she was crazy for it. When she asked questions about when she asked questions about it and started doing research because she talked to the reporter, that's when everything flipped the switch. That's when Dad convinced the whole family that she was the one who killed her mother and all these women. It was her. She's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So yes, and they all believed. They didn't even like she said to them, you guys. When she went to dinner before she killed them, she explains to them, I am not part of this family anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of you could have spoke up for years and you said nothing. You signed the affidavits that said that I was crazy, that this was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, she technically had to, because that was her clean slate into a new life. She could not start this new gigante life with the old baggage of her family behind. And her uncle, I mean, he had to die because he still thought that he was, you know, her daddy's right-hand man, still running all the shots, when she was like, no, this is how I'm doing it. He was like, Sophia, okay, we're all going to get revenge. And that's why she popped him at the table in front of everybody. So that way they would know that's my blood. I killed the rest of my blood. I killed him too. Wow. You see what I'm saying? It's like, this is how the lengths that I will go. I am not the hangman. I'm Sophia Gigante. I am worse than the hangman. That's what she and she threw the money out and said, do you want to join me? You want to be a part of a family that'll have your back, that'll know who the fuck you are? That's she power moved the fuck. Every move that she's done thus far has been masterfully beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. She is next level for me. And her showing up at Eve's house to talk, not even to kill her ass, just to talk, to settle things. And she got what she wanted. She didn't have to threaten her. She just had to show up and talk to her. And they both, when they realized that Oz is ultimately the enemy, same thing as her family, they've twisted and turned stories so that way that, you know what I'm saying, or not spoke up so that way they would believe certain things. He knew that his boss killed his girls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And try to, oh baby, you know, it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, she's in Arkham now. You see what I'm saying? It's he turned and made her this whole facade that Sophia was a certain type of person, because he knew if those two connected and they spoke, things would not be good for him. He's got his right woman that he tells everything to, and then his enemy, it's not going to be good for him. This is how have no fury like a woman scorned. I feel like this whole entire series is leading up to this. You know what I'm saying? If you lie, if you deceive, the truth will come out no matter what.
Yeah, I do think that that she was going to kill her. I think that what happened changed her mind. When she because I think it really took her aback when she walked in, when she opened the door. She's like, "Oh, what took you so long?" You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Come on in. She's like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're here to kill me. I mean, I get it. You know, whatever. Go ahead, do your thing, whatever." You know, she's just like, okay, I guess." You know, and then they start talking, and then she realizes, oh, he fooled you too. Oh, you ain't even, so you don't even realize, because she was holding her accountable for the deaths of those women. Yep. And then when she realized that she didn't even know that Penguin was pulling it over on her as well, because she said it straight up, she's like, "You're gonna kill me, right?" She said, "You're gonna kill me." You know what I'm saying? But when she realized, like, oh, well, you're a victim as well, because I think that that's her thing. She's trying to rally the folks who have beefs with Penguin, and they're all collectively going to go at him, as opposed to Penguin, who's doing the reverse for what used to be the Falcone family and the other side that I can't remember. What's the other side name? The Maroney family. Yeah. So I think that she definitely went in there with the mindset to kill her, but I was shocked, if I'm being honest, that old girl gave Penguin up so quickly.
I mean,
I get why.
I'm not, though, because if you think about it, like, you know what I'm saying? They both of these two women were fucked over by what Oz told them. And they both just realized it in this very moment of speaking to each other for the first time. And this was like no gloves. The whole reason why Eve set this up so she would go to her house was to protect her girls, Sophia understood that. And that's the same thing that she understands about Sal. Your family are everything to you. Sophia doesn't have that. You see what I'm saying? So people who have that type of respect, you know what I'm saying, and like level of just kinship, she has some type of soft spot for it because she's never experienced that with her own family, with anybody that she knows. So she feels, and that's why I think that ultimately Eve was saved in this instance, was because, you know, it's the same story as Maroney. Like, you were fucked over because you were deceived by the same person that I was deceived as, but you have a certain code that I can appreciate.
Yeah. That wow. Yes. Yeah, that is true, because she was very envious of the relationships that she had with those other folks, and yo, that's dope. Okay, so what are our thoughts now of Victor being an official killer, of him doing what he had to do? Are we now watching the transformation of Victor from innocent young victim of circumstance to mob ruthless gang boss? And will we not recognize Victor if there's a season 2, because he's going so far into this deep end?
I don't know, honestly. I was really, this episode kind of shook me when you know what happened, and especially with Victor, because he was so broken, especially when he saw his shoes.
Yeah.
And like before it happened, he was, you know what I'm saying? Like when he went to Oz, he was broken. Oz was like, go get you a hot meal, go get you some, you know, go rest. You know, you're going to be a puddle of water tomorrow. You know, I need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he gave him that little bit of a pep talk and was like, you know, I'm proud of you. You know, you did good by us. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically it was just like, you know, it gets easier from here. You know what I'm saying? So Oz basically told him, like, what you did was out of, you know, respect and, you know, to save your family. It wasn't like you just point blank murdered him. And that's kind of like what he wanted to explain to Vic. Like their relationship is very father-son type relationship. And I really I'm really liking the dynamics of it, because, you know, you're seeing a softer kind of Oz compared to how he is with everyone else, you know, when it comes to Victor.
Yeah.
Like, obviously he has a certain relationship with his mom, which is very touch and go, but with Victor, it is still new and fresh. And he's mentoring, you know what I'm saying, this innocent kid into being one of his biggest henchmen, like, and his loyal foreman, to basically, you know, become what he became for the Falcons.
Yeah. The predictions, yes. It left with a cliffhanger.
It did live with a freaking crazy cliffhanger. So I think that Mom is going to get her wish, unfortunately, but not in the ways that she ultimately wanted it to be. She did have that heartfelt conversation with Oswald and was like, I can't do this shit anymore. You know, like, just help me meet the end. And of course, you know, when the power comes back on, Vic is just trying to be Vic. He's trying to just be there for her and support her. But when Sophia opens that fucking door, I was like, oh shit. Shit.
Yeah.
So
I told you.
I honestly, I'm not sure if Sophia is with anybody. And that was another question of mine, is, you know what I'm saying? Like, because Sophia is a tiny girl. So I don't know if she's got a henchman behind her or what, but Victor is not going to let Mama go alone.
Right.
So this is going to be a fight for sure. And I'm just concerned to see how it's going to end. Honestly, I'm excited, but I think ultimately Mama's going to get her wish, and this is going to change Victor, and that's going to be Victor's turning point. I think it's going to be like that's. I ultimately think that's going to be his, because like you see how he is. It's like his mom. You know, he has some type of mother. You know what I'm saying? Back again. So this is going to be Victor's breaking point, especially after he just killed for the first time, and she's his only solace in all of this craziness, if you really think about it. You know what I mean? Like, him trying to comfort her, that has been a big thing for him. So I think Victor Freeze may come out after we lose Mama.
Is it going to change the Penguin?
Hell yeah. And I think it's going to change him in ways that he wasn't expecting it. He's not going to get harder. He's going to get hardened. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's because he's the only one now, and everything he did was for Ma's respects. You know what I'm saying? Ma's not around anymore, so like, you know what I'm saying. And she, before she died, she did tell you she was disappointed in where you guys are at now, and you're on your rise. You know what I'm saying? He's leading to his rise. So if she's already disappointed and he's not even there at the pinnacle yet, this could make or break his success, is what I think. Because, you know what I'm saying, like when shit hits the fan, we really get to find out, you know what I'm saying, how strong we are. And I'm not sure Penguin can withhold. That's why he was saying, nah, Mom, we're almost there. And he was trying to like comfort her and was like, just a little bit longer. And then he got her all dolled up and tried to make her feel, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to keep her along, because she's what's keeping him innocent. She's what's keeping him together. And if once he loses her, he is just going to be fucking off the wall Oswald. Like shit, he's not going to be the same. Well, it's going to be crazy.
Well, I have another theory. Well, not another theory, but another take. She's not keeping him together. She's making him evil. He wanted to run. He wanted to get away. He wasn't trying to be involved in all this, but she was the one like, you're not a little pussy boy. You're a pussy. You're like, she's making him worse. Maybe not having her around will make him worse of a criminal, because he doesn't have that added incentive to please his mom by being more of a badass. There's a possibility this could take a different turn. I don't think that's the case. Obviously, you're gonna have vengeance if somebody kills your mom, whether she wanted to die or not. But there is that added element of like, yeah, well, she was the one that pushed him every time to be a better mob boss. And without her around, will her spirit still drive him the same way? I don't know. So your predictions are that mom does she gets the shank.
She does.
Unfortunately.
Mom
gets the shank. Victor is hardened by it, and Penguin is hardened by it. And I think that's
but in different ways. I think in different ways though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like her dying is going to ultimately break the Penguin, and not like emotionally. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be so emotionally broken that he's gonna snap. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna like Sophia, he's gonna become a new type of Penguin. You know what I'm saying? Like a new era of Penguin's going to emerge now, because I feel like she kept him, you know what I'm saying? Like he wants to be good. He wants to do things in a better way for her, but also he wants to please her. You see what I'm saying? So he's grimy, he's dirty, and she loves it, and she knows it, and she supports him. But this is going to be like the shack's broken. He's going to be fucking a whole different monster. And Victor is going to break in ways that we're going to see also his ugly side. We're going to see his dark side. We're going to see Victor that we've never seen before. Like that sweet boy that we love so much from the Bronx. He ain't going to fucking be there no more.
Yeah. Well, that's another interesting thing, because I really am interested in how they portray this really ruthless Victor, man. So kudos. Thanks, Jazz, for the wrap up. Thanks for the predictions. We got to talk about From before we get up out of here, man, because there was a crazy episode. But if I can keep it real, I'm going to say that about every episode. They're all fucking crazy, if I'm just being honest. Do you remember what happened in the most recent episode, Yaz? Could you give us a wrap up or a rundown if you can remember?
I can give you like a small one, because I remember some things, but I'm not like I didn't fully watch it.
Okay, well then you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Then it's fine. Okay. All I know is that the kids came back. The Ankui kids are back. All right, Indro in the house. I don't know. Have they showed up in the house before? Because most of the time they were in the woods or in some other random place. They're now at the crib, bro. They done pulled up to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing.
And they're older.
They're older. The kids,
and they're dirtier. I feel like they're dirtier.
Yo, so that's going on. I feel like there's some weird. And y'all tell me if y'all are noticing this, but there's some weird energy going on between the white between these what's his name? Jade. Randall. No, Randall. No.
Randall.
Well, yeah, that too. Between Jade and Jade, what's name?
Yes,
but Randall and the girl. Muriel. Yeah, there's some weird energy going on there. With for multiple reasons. First of all, because they were in that trance, and so they feel that they're trauma bonding based on whatever the hell that was that happened. But that little scene where they were alone, I know she's with old girl, but Christy. Was I the only one that was kind of getting a little bit of
Nope.
Like, man, is it just me, or I find myself trying to put these people in relationships, like
the
Boyd
traumas
and the big girl. Like it was funny because what the sheriff, not the sheriff, but the detective, the son,
Kenny.
the Kenny, is Kenny? Yeah, Kenny's like, y'all be still having them sex parties and shit up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, like that's what, you know what I'm saying. But if you think about it, like that's probably the first thing you're gonna do when you realize you're stuck in a place and there's nowhere to go. You know, ain't no condoms, ain't no pregnants, ain't no goddamn clinic, nigga. If some shit pop off, it's a wrap. Like you stuck with whatever that is you get. So you gotta be careful.
Without any of the health care, I would not assume that would be.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah.
Look, if we die, we die.
Okay. Well, I'm dying
there are bad ways to die.
Yeah, I'd rather die
worse
without
and worse there,
blades.
Anthony. That's nasty.
Yeah, I don't need gangrene of the groin.
Right?
I'm cool on that. But her, and you mentioned it, Anthony. I want to call him Rain, but what
Randall?
his weird name. Not Randall, the dude who was a business owner.
You're talking about Jade?
Jade, yes, Jade and old boy's wife. They're talking way too much. I damn near I would say that if this show lasts a lot longer, that I would be willing to predict that the mother and the father separate in this town. And Jade may become a potential new suitor.
You gotta hide your face, man. You be telling.
Oh wow! Oh, he's telling by not saying. Oh, he's got secrets. He's already seen it. He knows something. Joe, don't tell us. Yeah. Oh, oops. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. Don't tell us, man. But tell us. Is there going to? Okay, yeah, you can't. Nah, we don't want to spill them beans shit yet.
So. What I can say is I agree with you. I was noticing that same energy with Randall and Marielle. Now, I didn't notice it with Jade and Tabitha. Yeah, a lot of people was like, yo, Jade will be a better husband than there's all this and that. Like, yo, give my man Jim a chance. All he wants is his family. Right? he's been caping for his family this whole time. Like, yo.
But I feel like Jim doesn't have the emotional intelligence to do it correctly.
Here's the thing. Jim has been through a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot when, you know, first off, he's going through this whole trauma with them, right? He's in this town, he's stuck, but then he has this thing where he keeps feeling like he's being ignored, right? And that is really messing with him more than anything. He was going through it before he got there when his wife wanted to separate with him. But then when he got to town, my man sat here, worked with Jade, climbed a tree, set up the tower, got on the radio, heard a voice, and everybody was like, shut up, Jim. Like, they treated him like Meg from Family Guy, like, shut up, Jim. Like, voice. And I'm like, yo, my man keeps feeling ignored. He even went as far as to team up with Randall because he was the only one that was listening to him. And now Randall don't listen to him, and now they don't mess with each other neither. So
and he got no friends, like zero friends, zero respect in town. No one gives a fuck about what
his daughter don't respect him.
No, none of them know.
Nor should she. Yeah. Right? Because like you got to remember, they checked out on her ass and left her to raise her brother by herself
for a whole year. While they grieved.
Yeah, and she was grieving too.
She's 15, Vince. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? A 15-year-old girl grieving her sibling being dead, now having to raise her other sibling because her parents are falling apart. Like, Julie straight up like spelled that out for Jim and was like, you fucking left me. Don't do it. Like, don't do that shit to Ethan again. You know what I mean? Like she already is traumatized by that shit.
I feel like it's combing over the severe trauma of losing a child, and not only just losing a child. It's one thing if it's sickness or it's health, but it sounds like it was a freak accident, and that can even be even more traumatic. And so, because the blame, it's already a lot of survivor's remorse when you lose any family member, right, that you're close to. But to also have the thought that you literally caused it or it's literally your fault. And most statistically, families don't survive. Most marriages don't survive a death, a child's death. So it's kind of you know, I'm a little. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck all that shit. Yes, you came through as a family member. Stop acting spoiled about it like you deserve. Like we gave her to you too. Like, yeah, thank you. But we going through it. We freaking lost our child. And thank you for stepping up. But don't sit there trying to throw it in my face. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I feel she's spoiled as fuck. She getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? She's getting on my goddamn nerves a little bit. And hurry up and make a move on Elgin. Goddamn it. Just make the goddamn move. Shit, quit playing around, goddamn it. We see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get a little nookie in the back of the goddamn forest. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you go that way. But you clearly had your eyes set on something. And you're smoking up all the weed and drinking all the drink. Just come on.
Yeah, but man, he's also though holding the kids down though. Like Tabitha is always off on some fucking adventure doing something, and Jim's the one holding the kids down, staying with the kids. She did say
while she's high. Go ahead.
I mean, go ahead.
I mean, okay, Julie is smoking weed because she's fucking traumatized. She literally told Elgin that's the only thing that keeps the voices and the screaming out of her head is like because she's smoking. And the only person really that knows it that doesn't live in the house already, obviously, is Kenny, technically speaking. Kenny's not gonna rat. Well, they live in his mom's house.
That's their house. That's the house they in. They're in his mom's house.
Right, but that's what I'm saying though. But Julie doesn't live in his mom's house. She lives over in Colony House.
No, she moved into that house after the Colony House massacre.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone had to obviously integrate with other people, but I mean, she moved in.
She moved in. She don't go
back
in Colony House.
Yeah, because remember their house collapsed. You know what I'm saying? So
I know that's why they went with Tai. I know that's why they went with Tai Chin, but I didn't realize that Julie was living there full time again, like with them again. Okay, so but either way, you know what I'm saying? Like she's traumatized. She's trying to figure out ways to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And she's doing it on her own without any help from her parents or whatever. But like, where are her parents? You know what I'm saying? They're never to be really found unless it's nighttime. You know what I mean? Like even if that, it's not even. You know what I'm saying? Like they're out doing their own fucking shit, and she's got to be left to watch Ethan all the time.
I feel like Anthony has unintentionally already given away that Jade and old girl have a flame sparked with this reaction.
No. He may have given away that Tabitha and Jim may be separating, and we already knew this from the first episode.
Yeah.
But
wow,
I mean,
how can they go? Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, Jim can go to Colony House if they broke up. He can go live at Colony House.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm done talking to y'all.
So he's like, all right, that's enough. All right. So next question. So we did finally learn that because there was an ultrasound performed, all right, and for some strange reason, I guess we're learning that this ultrasound didn't result in an actual baby being in the belly of what's her name? Fatima. So my question to you is, what the fuck? what in the entire fuck is going on right now? Why did she think she was pregnant? And was she never pregnant, or did the dead remains?
She took a pregnancy test.
She did take. That's right. She took a pregnancy test.
Yeah, but how old was that pregnancy test? There ain't no fucking pharmacy around here. Them false positives are fucking real, okay? If she took one, I'm sorry, but let's
supposed to take two.
She took one. Usually you have to take like fucking 3 and then go to the damn doctor to make sure that you're fucking pregnant, not just one damn test, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So what do you think, Anthony?
I was just nodding my head. I agree with Metatron. I thought Jade was gay, but as far as her pregnancy, she definitely took a test, right? But she did say that she was medically not supposed to have the ability to conceive, but we never understood why, right? We never understood why. Like, why are you not capable? Is there something that we don't know about? I know her character is Iranian, and then she fled to wherever she was at. I don't know. What was the reason? What was the reason?
They didn't give us one.
Yeah. So Do we believe that her not having anything on the sonogram has to do with what she was eating, or is it just the natural flow of things?
I think this bitch got a parasite or something.
Same.
Oh yeah. Shit! Really?
It's gonna be like a chest burster. I'm ready.
I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing, Nolly. Just like some alien and predator type shit, just like out the torso.
You see the way the monsters be eating? It's gonna eat its way out.
Yup. Look, Anthony put his mask back on because he knows. He knows Nolly and I are onto some shit. He fucking knows.
That's the tell. When the mask goes on, it's like, something's been getting somewhere close.
He's like,
okay.
hide the face. Okay, I can look at y'all now.
More questions. What do we think that what's the doctor's name again? I forget her name. Christy. What do you think Christy's reaction is going to be when she is approached with the idea that her wife or her partner and wants to be now roommates with Randall?
Yo, I don't think that's gonna go so well, to be honest with you. Only because, Christy is Christy, Randall is Randall, and their personalities, one, they don't fucking match together at all. I mean, Randall's a fucking asshole and Christy's helpful. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think Marielle is going to go to bat and, you know what I'm saying, like, really try. And I honestly, like, I'm praying that, no lie, Marielle and Randall do hook up so that Kenny and Christy can have a fucking chance. Because I really think that they have way more chemistry than Marielle and Christy do.
Wow. Okay.
Just personally on just like my, aspect, you know what I'm saying, relationship wise, I feel like Christy is always trying to save Marielle, you know what I'm saying? Or she's always trying to, like, she's on guard with Marielle because she's an addict and they have drugs everywhere that they have to keep checking because, you see what I'm saying, she's recovering. So I think things that happened when they were separated kind of helped Christy realize, you know what I'm saying? Like from her being in town is kind of being separate from Muriel before she came. She's kind of realizing things that, like, she didn't need her as much as she really thought she did. Muriel needs Christy. Christy keeps Muriel in check. You know what I'm saying? And like relationship wise, Kenny's all together. You know what I'm saying? Kenny's got his, he was for his parents passed away. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for the most part, you know what I mean? So, and if they're going to be stuck somewhere, you know what I'm saying, with someone, wouldn't you want to be with someone you have actual, like, and you can tell when they were stuck, when Christy broke her leg, when she got stuck in that bear trap and they were stuck in the house and she was in pain, but what did she do? She wanted to see what he was doing, why he was awake, what, you know what I'm saying? What was going on with him? How is he doing? You're not alone. I am here. You see what I'm saying? So there's a part of Christy that she can't fully give him up just yet. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a part of her that she is connected to Kenny in ways that we can't fathom it yet. And I think that connection is growing and it's getting stronger and it's technically kind of pulling her away from Muriel. Because when Muriel first got there, they were very much, always together. Now you see Muriel by herself doing other shit because Christy's off doing other shit. You see what I'm saying? Yes, she is the doctor. But at the same point in time, Kenny is always with Christy when she goes off to do her shit. Yeah.
I do think that would be an interesting dynamic because I think that we are rooting for old boy to be with, because they even kind of look a little bit. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. But they just look like they should be. They look like they'd be good in pictures together. Yeah, yes. That's all I really meant. Well, listen, how many more episodes left in From, Anthony?
3.
It's a 10 episode season, so we got episode 7, 8, 9, and 10, so 4. And just I ain't spoiling nothing when I say this, but I'm gonna say this.
I got you.
Everyone should know episode 9 and episode 10 are called Revelation Part 1 and Revelation Part 2. This is the first time we had titles where they had 2-parters. So this ain't no spoiler. This is just so everybody knows.
So we're gonna get cliffhangers.
Can we talk about it?
It's gonna be a revelation that leads us to questions.
Yep.
Can we talk about it?
I've only seen up to episode 8, and episode 8.
Can we talk about it on Monday? Can we talk about it on Monday with you?
7.
I could talk about 7.
Right?
I could talk about 7 on Monday.
On
so
Monday,
I could talk about episode 7 on the live stream at 5, live at 5.
Yes.
And then next week we could talk about 8.
Okay. I could be there.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to pull up, man. If you don't mind me being on my phone or whatever, man. So if that's cool, I'd like to chime in just for a little bit, and hopefully all of you all that tuned in as well will tune in to the movie blog on YouTube, Instagram, and I believe Facebook as well as us. Y'all know what I'm saying? What's up, Nolly? Quickly.
Before we go, and I'm gonna step on the soapbox for a little bit. Today is the last day for early voting if you're in Florida.
Yep.
Please remember, Election Day is Tuesday. Please go vote. I cannot express to you how important this election is. And while I understand that both candidates are not exactly 100% ideal, you have to think about yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors, and how your decisions will affect other people. It's very important for you to exercise your right to vote. And I urge you to please go vote. That is it.
And on that note, go ahead and vote your authentic self. Because if you ain't voting your authentic self, you're being fake. And ain't nobody got no honor in that. And in all things, like we said, vote. And if you a geek, go ahead and let that good old geek flag fly. Deuces. Oh, this is the wrong. Oops. Damn, I see you messed me up with the. All right. Oop. Okay, where did the thing go?
I love the new Blerd Order. You should too.